This is my third day with uh Cherries. And this is yesterday's for the kids. It happens. Got a couple of little pits here. So I'm trying my best not to eat this whole bag in one sitting. But let me tell you, I just went to Walmart and got a few things, and I am feeling like this is the best I've felt in weeks. I woke up today, there was some swelling. There was definitely some swelling today on the feet. There was some swelling right in this area here, and even on the other foot there was some swelling going on. And I am very, very thankful not to be uh, struggling like I was. It's totally a mind. It's a mind f. It will mess with your mind. It will start. You will start questioning. You as a person. So that's why I'm off of all the red meats. I'm only doing fish and chicken, and I'm only doing these cherries because these cherries are supposed to help, and by golly, I think it has. Yeah. So you can still see the swelling going on in there. Has been a possible life saving event for me because I have been doing a lot of reading on gout, and good friends of mine. I got a good friend named Roy, and his he has sent me so much great information, and it's like really cool to be able to have friends and family that care enough to send something on by and say, yo, check this out. And even a few subscribers have reached out through email on gout and told me their stories, and told me some stories that's happened with their family and their situation. So I appreciate all emails like that. That bag of cherries was $10. $10 for this bag of cherries. It seems to be consistent. I got this off of a person in Passaic, New Jersey, who has like just a local fruit stand outside of a van where they have the mangoes going up the wall of the back of the van. Then they have a table and a couple of little like maybe pressing machines for the sugarcane juice. They spoke English. She spoke that $10 really well. I said, "You have cherries, right?" She says, "Yes." And I said, perfect, I'll take a bag. And then she says, $10. And in my mind, I was thinking, okay, are they trying to keep up with the same prices of the supermarkets? Because the supermarkets are they're charging 10 for the same bag. Is she not able to charge 11, 12? And the fact that she's not charging 9 leads me to believe that the real price of these cherries should be somewhere in the $18 range. I'm wondering if she's just giving us the same price we would pay for it somewhere else, but you're here. And then they had the bag inside of some sort of like storage container that had ice, filled with ice. So when she pulled the bag out, the cherries came out of a bag of ice. So that's costing her some money. I got them. Gave her $10. That was actually my last $10. But it was okay because I went to Walmart and picked up a few things. And what else? Yeah, I went to Walmart, picked up a few things, and then got $20 in cash from the machine. No fees, no charges. It's like these little ATM companies are sick to their stomach. I know they are. Just think about that whole group of people that put ATMs inside all these stores for the last 30 years, bolted them to the ground, and expect to receive that $2 off of every ATM withdrawal. Well, that won't happen anymore. That's getting phased out by people able to just go to a supermarket, any supermarket, buy your product, and then get 20, 30, 40, 50 bucks, probably up to, I'm sure you get 100. I don't know if you can get 200. Maybe there are spots where you can, I've never done it, but those people with that direct deposit that needs cash, I'm sure they would know the numbers. It's 87 degrees today. 87 degrees. My air conditioner is working thanks to Jesus. If you've seen that video, just hit me in the comment section, say I seen it. And I'm happy. We are out of the suburbs. We're in the suburbs for a few weeks, and we loved it. The pool was a great thing to wake up to every day and get to say no to it. No, I will not be going in the pool today. Not at all. But I won't be able to say that for at least another 30 days. 40, 50, 60 days. Because when you live in a nomad life, that's how it be. No more concierge breakfast for the next 30, 40, 50 days, 60 days. Nah. We still might spend the weekends with the concierge breakfast if everything works out. You know, it'd be that way. It'd be that way, you know. Life. So I look forward to what's coming up next. What's happening next? I'm ready. You ready? I'm ready. You ready? You ready, fool? I'm ready. is the lower level of the George Washington Bridge from New Jersey going into New York City. It's a bridge that I take very, very often. My Easy Pass bill is minimum $600 a month. Minimum. And when I used to take the trailer every day into the city, oh my goodness. 2 years ago, whoa. Because that extra axle. And then I was forced to take all the way to the left. That's the upper level. Couldn't take this much more convenient lower level. And the upper level will give you another extra 10 minutes sometimes if you're not careful. But what you gonna do? Is that boom I see down there? Boom! Who stepped in the room? You all should see my videos on this light tower here to the left and to the right. And there's another one down here. I got a whole video that I did on these light towers and my theory on them. And I watched them go up, at least I believe. Right here, this to the left. Yeah. And there's another one here to the left. Yeah. Yeah. They put lights on them. They were not always lights on them. It's a fairly new thing. Here it goes, real tall. To the left, to the left. Everything you own in a box to the left. Hi, let me just lower my voice here. And there are many of those things now turned into lighthouses. And some of them don't even have light. Like lights connected to them, but on this side of the bridge, there are what are being used as light towers that were built as gun gun towers. Yay! Anyone? Bueller? Anyone? Bueller? Anyone get this? You getting it? So you better be careful trying to cross this bad boy when the thing happens. What thing might that be? Anything. Just did that right. No, I have to stay on this side. Do I stay on this side? Yeah. I stay here. Do I stay here? Yeah, I stay here. Streaming without a topic. Oh, I guess Gout was the topic. And now it's Gout and Drive. Did I say that on the title? I can't remember. I forget. Like Star was saying. We're on the lower level of the George Washington Bridge. To the left is Yonkers. Or Washington Heights is in front of us. To the left is Riverdale, Yonkers. That's where I was living a few months ago. I spent 100 days there at the Marriott. Whatever's across from the courtyard. That's 2 Marriotts. It was 7 Executive Boulevard, I tell you. And what was cool about being there over 90 days is that you become a resident. They no longer charge you tax, and if you pay up front, you can get really, really amazing deals. This is what I do. I like to, I'll give them 3 months, and then I get back all my taxes after 90 days, and then they can't charge me taxes, and then I can get, I can get a paper that says that I'm a resident there and can go to the local library, retrieve any kind of books I want, which it's so cool. But I'm no longer there. I went to the suburbs. I said, let's go to the burbs for a little while. So I went to the suburbs and relaxed. And I'm still mixing my potion of success together. It's some parts that thing and some parts of the other thing mixed in, slowly heated and then cool, simmered and stirred and shaken and folded and peeked at. And if you just got a little lost there, that's my plan for success. Anyone asks me, what's your plans? I'm going to say it's folded. I'll give it a peek in a minute. Interesting how this van tried to back up out of this highway. Or maybe he stalled out. I don't know. But that's really dangerous, sir. Good thing I do not fly around that corner because of an accident that I saw 20 years ago. Should I have let that lady pass? No, she's fine. She's a New Yorker. So now we are on the streets of Washington Heights. That building in front of us, there's 4 buildings just like it. I lived in those buildings for 20 years. 20 years, I tell you. There's 4 of them. One of the 4 I lived in for 20 years. And I am I'm lying. I didn't live there for 20 years. There was a 20-year period where I did live there. I lived there from 17 to 17. Yeah, I guess most of 17, a month shy of. So let's say I did almost a year there, and then I came back at 35, and I lived there for like maybe 35. So I lived there another 7-8 years. It was the same apartment. It was my dad's apartment. He had gifted me the apartment, trying to get me out of Harlem, because in Harlem, when I was in the bar business, I had a hell of a reputation, and my family felt like you're a little too close to home, and if a person has like any ill will towards you, they can just like walk over from the bar to your house in 5 minutes. You need a more destinational place where a person is gonna have to kind of give a person time to rethink whatever moves they want to make. So you need a few miles, which I think it's maybe a 4-mile difference from, I'm sure a person jumps in a car can hold that sort of anger longer, but this place here had doorman. It had and when I say doorman, he's the guy who buzzes you in, and he's wearing like some sort of like security shirt and pants, and he's not going to do any security or anything like that. But if you try to walk in with like sheetrock and stuff like that, they're going to be like, whoa, they're going to press the button, kill the elevator, and get you up out of there, call the cops if they have to. So I guess they are going to do their job. But I lived there for a long time. And, I thought the neighborhood was cool. I never socialized too much. I knew a few of the hustlers out here. I saw them every day, and I saw them grow up like they were like little kids, And then they start hustling at like, what's the age? 9, 10, 11. And I watched them as kids, and I was always Mr. Elvis, and they were always very polite, very, very Hispanic, very, very Dominican. The building was. But when my father first got there, it was not a Dominican building. It was all ADOS, which are American Descendants of Slavery. It's an acronym. ADOS. 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 American Descendants of Slavery. All four of these buildings were just filled with ADOS people. And then it shifted, ADOS people saw the neighborhood changing, becoming very Hispanic, very Dominican. All the Dominican shops that started to open because they were so many hustlers just, chasing that American dream. They were buying out everything, everywhere, all the laundry mats. But here's the thing though, I don't remember. See, I remember this having like a little bit of a Greek neighborhood when I was a kid. And the whole building was packed with nothing but black people. But as far as eating and the food and the laundromat and the locksmith and all of that stuff was very like still white. And then it slowly started to shift where the Dominicans were buying them out. It's very bizarre. It's like the black man moved there from my memory. I don't know all of the intricacies. And then they were pushing this Mitchell Llama thing. And the Mitchell Llama thing got pushed a lot. And I think people were just moving out of that drama of having to own the apartment and whatever qualifications you need to do that. Am I putting it here? Yeah, let me put it there. I'm normally a better parker, people, but what you gonna do? And if anyone has kept up, the wheels that I got the other day in the Bronx turned out amazing. The drive, the ride, everything just feels so good. The check engine light, the ABS light, all the lights are gone. The car is truly loving the You want to take a walk with me? Let's take a little quick walkie walk. And I'm not in Washington Heights to cop and go like most people. I'm actually here to pick up my mail from my mailing address. That's a nomad thing there, And with that gout, it's not easy to get that first step out. Thank you. But I was able to. So is it the cherries? Is it the no sugar, cane sugar, high fructose syrup?
Pero los principales sacerdotes y los escribas
Somebody's like got a speaker going here, so
y a los muchachos
bear with
aclamando en
me.
el templo diciendo:
Lower your headset. Bless you.
Aleluya. El Señor te bendiga, queridamente, y bendiga que has escuchado en esta tarde la palabra del Señor y aire. Que la gracia del Señor sea contigo ahora siempre. Estamos aquí para recordarte que Cristo te ama, que Dios te dice en Cristo que te la la salvación y vida eterna.
I left my headphones at home. I ain't going back there. It's just something. Thanks.
Mírame ahí en el medio. ¿Salió bien?
Sí. ¿Cuánto es?
Son 5 bolas secas.
You look nice. Your waist looks so small. I'm like, my goodness, what's going on? I've never seen that before. I've been here 25 times. You took the compliment well.
Thank you very much. ¿Ustedes venden esos plásticos? No. Pero sé dónde puedes conseguir
Te pongo But I think if it's that box, yeah, it's perfect. That's you or
That's a D. D-R-Y.
it's
H-E-N-D-R-Y.
Wolf down.
Like Jimmy.
That's a fact. Yes. I'm gonna get a haircut soon. And a beard cut. It's been 3 months, so I'm ready.
Two-day delivery.
It's Hendrix
Yeah, Hendrix.
Drive.
Hendrix Drive.
It's a new house? Is it a new house?
It's a house. Not coming out. 13582 East Hendrick Street.
Sometimes when it's a new, like,
I gotta get rid of all this wolf.
I should email it first.
let me just check.
Just me, or that looks a little dirty?
Let me check it out.
That dirt? Like that shadowing. Yeah, all these Panama bamboo hats that I have need to be cleaned so bad. I don't even know what to do. I'm thinking, do I steam them or do I take them to a professional place to get done? I don't even know what to do. How you doing? So,
Yeah, it's fucking
Yeah.
oh, me.
It's gonna get there Friday or Saturday. It's gonna be 27, 25. Saturday's Friday.
Oh, it's Cheryl, not Chevez. I know my daughter took over the
First name Cassette, Cossette. Last name
Cheryl. Yeah.
Confirmed. What was it? No, that's 15.
So, what's 15? I just want to know for future. It depends on
Like
the,
the size of the box.
so if it's less than 5 pounds, because this is less than 5 pounds, so 15.
Cause something like this. Card, right? Hey! Go on. Something like this.
So you guys go by the size of the box, not
Yeah. That's yours. Okay. And that's it.
Give me a second.
Yeah.
Nice.
138?
Oh,
No, I think it's just a matter. Card, right?
yeah.
Thank you.
Nice.
Sorry, young man, excuse me.
I just need to return this to Amazon. It said don't put a label, but it has a label. I didn't even open it. Do you need to scan the return? I, Oh, here, let me.
That's not yours?
No. Take care, love. Be well.
Amén. Que el Señor le bendiga. Si usted hizo esa oración conmigo, les felicito porque pasó de muerte a vida, de condenación eterna a salvación. Que la gracia, el favor, la misericordia del Señor se sigan extendiendo en su vida, ahora y siempre y en toda su familia. En el nombre de Cristo Jesús. Amén y amén. Y usted, amiga, querida amiga que está embarazada, aleluya, usted pensará que tiene poco tiempo y que todavía se puede sacar la criatura que lleva en el vientre. Dígale que no al aborto, amiga y amiga que está escuchando en esta tarde. Escrito está, el ladrón no viene sino para matar, hurtar y destruir. El propósito de Dios es matar, arrancarle la vida a la criatura que tiene en el vientre. Dígale que no al aborto, sí a la vida.
¡Ey! Es robado.
No al aborto.
Es robado. Así que matan a uno.
Ah, pues en el nombre de Cristo, el Padre Santo y Misericordioso. Aleluya. Usted ve cómo es la cosa. Si usted cruzando pan, se la lleva ese carro ahí, se muere. Y todavía no se la vida.
Es robado ese carro.
Por la eternidad, no comáis. Antes que le lleven en lugar de la cita por la muerte. Que el Señor le diga, que Dios le guarde. Para mí, gracias a Dios, que la palabra que tengo que tener, aquí se la voy a dar a la persona que se cree que no es santo, que el Señor es santo. Oh, que la persona que nosotros no bendiga que tiene esa causa, acá, lo pido, en el nombre de Cristo Jesús, Señor nuestro. Gracias por tu amor, Dios, y misericordia. A ti se la doy la honra, Dios, en el nombre de Cristo Jesús. Amén y amén. El Señor le bendiga, Sofía, que Cristo le ama. Amén.
All right. Can't even move fast enough. That's a classy lady right there. I'm gonna tell you, man, nobody better not say anything bad about Miss, look, here the cops go. Them dudes murked on the police. Now they're going back. 3179, it said on the back of that police car, yeah. They try to get at those boys, but them boys got those 650 horses. And they taking no chances in gonna, you know, letting whatever. Glad nobody was injured. You know, they say that this happens a lot in with these guys in these fast cars in New York. They're just murking on cops. They're taking their chance, hoping that the cop is not a good enough driver. Oops, thank you. And it could have been a minor traffic infraction where this guy on the in the Mercedes, that's a bus lane that he was in. So if you drive, you see, I parked the car and walked. He might have just been driving down and they're trying to pull him over, and he's probably dirty. You know, he's most likely dirty. And when I say dirty, that means that he's most likely has a felony in the car, some sort of weapon, some sort of the amounts of drugs, and probably a warrant or two in other counties where, you know, these criminals live like that, and they're not having it. They're murking. And when I say murking, they're they're running off. They're leaving. They're doing the road runner. They're doing the catch me if you can, like the gingerbread man. It's crazy because it could get really dangerous, you know. Somebody can get really hurt. They hit that corner the wrong way. I think they went down the Harlem River Drive. I don't think that they took a chance. They didn't go straight over the 181st Street Bridge at 434 because they would have got them on the bridge. There's no way they could have made it to the end of the bridge without traffic. And then as far as jurisdiction is concerned, would they chase them into the Bronx? I would argue if they're rookies, no. And if they're just seasoned, no. I don't know. You know, a lot of these, it's just egos nowadays. New York doesn't have qualified immunity anymore, so maybe not. Maybe they could have gone straight. See, this block here is the block we were on, 181st Street. To the right, going across, they didn't do that. Those guys turned here on this block here. So they could have made this first quick left turn to where it says George Washington Bridge, or they could have kept on going. Yeah, like, are they going to chase them into Jersey? Regular cops over a traffic infraction being in the bus lane. You see, that's the thing. That's now that there's no qualified immunity in New York, these cops as individuals are going to use more discretion. I mean, if their boss is riding with them and is telling them keep on going, chase them, you know, adrenaline will go up, egos will go up. It can happen. But I'm thinking this guy made it all the way here, right? He came here and then made this. Why are these people going ahead of us like that? What the hell is wrong with you guys? This is we still had the turn light. Come on. I'm thinking he turned this way, the same way I'm turning. And once he got here, I'm thinking he came down this, and the cops were just, you know, like 2 whole seconds behind him, and they weren't going to take this. This is going down to the Harlem River Drive. And once that's 600 horses, 700 horses underneath the hood of that vehicle, and horses is for horsepower. And horsepower is determined by the square equals stop it. Come on. I'm not that guy. But he would have came down this bumpy road, I'm thinking. And he would have been looking at his rearview mirror and realizing that those 2 officers didn't take the chance, because once you hit here, we're talking about that guy's gonna open up. It's gonna be roaring. The RPMs are gonna be in the 700-800s, and now we got nothing but choices here. Am I gonna stay up here in Harlem to the right of me, 155th? That's or am I gonna turn down Douglas and 7th over there by Rucker Park? So am I going back into the Heights to a whole different precinct section? Or am I gonna just stay on this to Harlem? And those cops, you know, they went, I wouldn't say they went with their tail between their legs or that. Or they doing the walk or ride of shame, none of that stuff. I'm just, you know, observing. And I would think that, I would honestly think that those guys probably went back up 155th Street and just avoided that precinct area zone. Because the precinct on First Street is different once you get to 178. So 178 separates two precincts. 178th, 179th is the last part where they can come together. So if those guys got back on the highway, 155th, they was on 181st Street. That precinct can't even pass 177th Street. That's not their zone. So they might be right back on the block. And they just shook the police off. Will those guys get a ticket in the mail? And that ticket in the mail will tell them about them being in the bus lane and possibly having to pay a ticket. What about the felony of eluding the police and going that excessive speed? Does that happen? Does the felony happen? You know, we got to think about these things, because soon this will be the reality. The reality will be, we're not going to pursue you. Oh, okay. I actually have to. Have to pay a bill. Everything worked out. It is what it is. If it's not one thing, it's another. If it's not one thing, it's another. Is that a song, or is that just a slogan that I'm singing? Let me drink some more water, some agua. Doing a gallon a day. Light work. What was up with the guy yesterday? Gladdy, Gray, what was his name? What are your thoughts on the war? Wouldn't even send me a cash app. What was that about? Don't talk for free. And when I do, it's usually my topic. Today's topic is cherries and grapes. If the topic changes, it's because the cash app, like the gentle, like you have to say cash app like a jello pudding, like Bill Cosby. The cash app, the cash app. That's Elvis Rosenberg. $ Elvis Rosenberg. One word. E is capitalized along with the R in Rosenberg. About it. And then is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bang. Like wow. I mean, how? I mean, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Come on, what are we doing here? Ask me anything. Any subject I have an opinion on, I will just spew it out into the ether. Say what now? What you said? And if anyone was wondering, yes, there will be a premium black news this week. Because of the gout and me moving out to the suburbs, it was very difficult to get my mind wrapped around a show, and everything is Diddy. Gosh darn it, Diddy. Oh man, why did I have this soft spot for Diddy? Why? Because I met the man on 2 occasions that he'll never remember? Is that why? And I thought that I was able to, what, know the person? No, that's not what it was. You see, I was told, I asked so many questions about the dude. And I was like, this guy that, the associate of mine, we were friends at one time, and I mean he was there every day for over 10 years with this dude. Every day, every day. Every day. And what happened? Questions. I say, yo, man. What this guy, what is he into? And he was like, yo, he's into this. I said, what? He was like, yeah. And I was like, what else is he into? He's like, nah, nothing else. I was like, what? Come on. And I mean, I'm talking about, I wasn't even in the cannabis world at the time. This was back when, I still had me, some Sean John suit that I would wear. A few Sean John blazers and things like that, which I thought they were great suits. Every time I wore the suit, I got a picture of me in a Sean John suit, 3-piece Sean John suit. I look amazing. It's in my community section somewhere. I think they refer to that color suit. One guy, a friend of mine, was like, what's up with that peppermint suit, man? I was like, oh, is that what it's called? It was, I didn't, so if that's what it is, then if you look at my community section, I'm sure it's there. If not, I'll put it out. I have it somewhere. It's a great picture, one of my all-time favorite pictures. And I'm sitting in that suit. And I have my Rolex on in that picture. I am suing for my Rolex. My Rolex came up missing in my property when my rights were violated, and I have tons of pictures of the Rolex. I don't have any receipts. I got the Rolex at the time of 9/11, and the woman that bought me the Rolex, she got it with no papers and no box, no papers, and she paid 12 racks for it, and it was given to me as a gift from her. She's deceased. She passes away years later, but it's like I only have like 4 or 5 really amazing pictures of the watch. And no, there was a receipt though. It was a private seller, and it was right around October was my birthday, October 1st. So this was around that time of the September 11th. The tower's falling, and yo, NYPD took my watch, man. And they talking. I said, yo, man, where my rollie at? They're like, oh, so my attorneys are on it. They are on top of it, you know. But we were talking about Diddy. We were talking about my friend at the time. Did I know the difference between a friend at the time? Was he ever my friend? Probably not. He's more of an associate. But I didn't know what a friend was at the time. Probably. But we would talk, and you know, we would hang out, and you know, we would ride around in the Maybach, we'd ride around in the Lambo, you know, something light, and we would talk, and he would always, you know, he always bigged up this dude in an interesting way that I like fell for it. I fell for it hook, line, and sinker. I fell for this idea of a man. And I remember when the poster was up there in Times Square with him reaching fist up in the air, and how he was paying $225,000 a month for the space, $225,000 a month, and how 1 month there was some missing payments, and the thing they took it down after it being up for a few years, and he rushed to get it back up, and it was up for a number of years after that, $250,000, and it was just a picture of him with his fist up, the way the men did it for the 1974, I believe, Olympics, 1970 something Olympics. We had so he emulated that picture, at least that emotion. You know, there's this massive emotion that comes to people when they see that fist in the air, and it's some sort of war cry that's built into us, built into humanity. You know, I'm sure it could be looked at as a Black Panther fist up in the air because of the Olympics, but I'm sure that fist has flown on many sides of a flag throughout eternity, and he saw himself in this way that, like, I totally admired. And I remember when he was jump roping, and I started to jump rope too. I was like, yo, I'm gonna get good at jump roping. Look at Diddy. So I went and bought the jump rope and spent a few hours jump roping, and you know, feeling really good about those moves. And you know, what's interesting is that I got a call, or was it a text message, or was it a beeper? But Diddy was on TV, like in the morning show, in the Good Morning America show, and he had on the same watch. Wait a minute. So let me say this. Here's whoa! I just had the craziest YouTube thought that the person that I know that's friends with, that not necessarily friends with, that was always around this person for a decade, daily basis around this person for a decade, while here in the East Coast, and I see this person with a watch. I just so happen to have the same watch. I don't want to say, oh, you got the watch, your boy stole the watch and you sold it to your girl for your birthday. That didn't happen, but I just caught the crazy YouTube, you know, the way YouTube is able to put 2 and 2 together and just like, whoa, hold up, wait. I had to slow my brain down. It's like, forgive me. Damn, this sativa's good. So it's like, I fell for it. And I just didn't want to believe it, I don't think. I think I was a Diddy apologizer. Even the video where he did what he did to that chick, I try to act like, man, that's regular. That's just some Harlem dudes. And then I started to even say, when you was in the bar business, that happened once a month. Somebody's coming in the bar and snatching a girl up by her hair like that and and I started to think about it. Said, dude, you lying to yourself. You're a grown-ass man. What are you doing? Why are you lying to yourself about Diddy? Why are you lying to yourself about Diddy like this, huh? And what sealed the case for me, because I was almost going to go hard on the apology the way I went on the video. I was going to go there. I was going to say, yeah, I know there's something wrong with his right eye, but it look a little different now. Is this a real video? Can we? And now what? I want him to be. I want to see you on the news so I know it's real. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, yo, I was lying to myself. I was in denial. I didn't even want to cover the story. I barely talked about it on the Premium Black News Channel. When every single one is talking about it, I barely talked about it because I was obviously biased about a guy that I met 2 times. No way he could remember me. And the way we met was just he came to my bar and bought everybody a drink, and we talked for all of 4 minutes. But it was like a meaningful 4 minutes to me. It meant a lot to me. It was like, yo, this dude is really out here on 132nd Street and 7th Avenue. He's really standing out here, outside for real like that. Oh, and his bodyguard, that dude Gene, that dude hated me. Oh my God, he hated me with a passion. I wouldn't let him in with his gun. Nah, leave that shit in the car. You don't know who I am? Yeah, I know who you are. I know you Diddy's bodyguard. I know you the man. I know you're dangerous. I know you don't play. But you ain't coming in with your burner. No. Use your burner. You can use your mind, use your mouth. You're a smart, intelligent guy. You talk a lot. No, you can't come in. Oh, he hated me. He was like, I could tell people never to come in this place. I said, okay. And I was cocky. I was like, do what you gotta do, man. Oh, gee, hated me. Nah, you can't come in here with that big old nickel-plated desert fucking eagle I can see, nigga. No. Oh, those were the days. That's when I wish it would. I wish it could. I wish you would. That's when I was on that level. You know, like, please make my day. It was crazy in that bar business. I don't want no parts of it. I don't want no parts of it. So I in denial. You know, I've been kind of like mentally planning to do a Diddy show, an all-inclusive Diddy show, where I was going to like put on the suit, put on the jacket, because I have this I have a chocolate factory bad boys exclusive jacket. Might have been a sample made for the record company or whatever it was. I don't remember how I acquired it. No, it wasn't from that associate friend / friend of mine. This was from maybe some sort of booster, maybe someone who was boosting or something like that. And I know the zipper had an issue, but it's an amazing red and black jacket, and I wanted to do the show with the jacket on, and I was gonna go hard to defend Diddy, but after what his son said, I can't defend him. Diddy's son said that why are they bringing up this old S? They resolved those issues back then. And I was like, dang, they can't even argue for AI. They can't even argue for AI when the son made that statement. Wow. And why the exact 1 minute video? You know, that was gonna be my argument. Why is this apology 1 minute? Why is there no he's like, yo, you have to look at it's hard to look at yourself when you were at the lowest point of your life, you know, hitting rock bottom. And I was just like, listen, man, that's not an apology. You apologizing for having to see it again. Like, whoa, that's not an apology. This is AI. This man has all the top people in the world. I could have helped him write this. Like, come on. What? Come on. What are we doing here? This obviously is AI. This man would have never said this like this. He never worded it like this. Why does that right eye? Yes, I know there's always been something with his eye. One of my friends, old friend of mine, who's not even an associate anymore, some ex-friend of mine, he was like, yeah, you know, Diddy got a lazy eye, and Biggie too. And I was like, oh, okay. I didn't know that. He was able to spot him. So, you know, I'm distracted by me trying to make that merge, and that car was so aggressive running up on me. Jeez Louise. Going that slow, sir? Am I not allowed to merge? But, you know, I'm not gonna let this road full of NPCs bring me down, so to speak. The FDR Drive south. There's a police car behind me, about 2 cars behind, just waving his lights around because he don't want to wait. Like like everybody else. So he's zigzagging back and forth. I want to be like you when I grow up. I want to be in the Toyota going through traffic because I'm more important than you. He's like, I'm going to be 35 minutes early. Because I'm so good at what I do. Yeah, so I'm still gonna do that Diddy piece. I'm not gonna burn the jacket. I might be ready to sell the jacket. Or I might have to do something to the jacket. It's not signed or anything like that. And this is like and the thing is cherry. It's beautiful. Like beautiful. And I got it in storage. I never wore it because there was always an issue with the zipper. So I liked it enough to not wear it. I was like, this is just too nice to wear. I wanted to I don't know, just too nice to wear. So maybe I'll let that go for $2,000. Well, if there's no market for it today, there will be a market for it one day. Yeah, so look, I'm looking at the cop car in front of us. You're like 6 cars ahead of me now. It's like so not necessary. Just, be like the regular people. Come on. Easier said than done. It is 83 degrees out there, y'all. I have it set to 61. I'm moving it up to 66 because my feet are burr. Hey, burr. And if you didn't know what burr means, this is the part where you I was gonna say something really rude, and that's really not my style, so I wouldn't be jumping into some sort of character, and I don't want to do that. So burr just means it's really cold. My feet are cold. Sorry, sir. I'm sorry. I will let you go if you can go, sir. Come on. There you go. You gotta be aggressive, sir. Come on. Alright. I gotta make a call. I'm live again. Hey, Amy. How you doing? I won't fall for the pretty picture. Pin message, report, remove, put user on timeout, hide user on the channel, add as moderator. Well, we'll see. How is this gonna turn out? Am I gonna just put this on private? Look, you got a great shot of the Manhattan Bridge just then. Who doesn't love the Manhattan Bridge? Let's do the Manhattan Bridge, not the Brooklyn Bridge. And you hear that that sound, that crinkling sound, my daughter has her aluminum bottle in between her headrest and the C-pillar window. And if you don't know, there's an A, B, and C pillar around cars. And just look at it this way, the B pillar is between the front and back door. And then to the left and right of it will be then the A and the C. So back there, that little window, the headrest has this little nook. And I just, no matter, I'm telling these kids every day, like, listen, be careful, man. If we're in an accident, these things are projectiles. Can't have things like by your head like that. Because that thing is not going to say sorry. So it's been clankling. I think I will have a little more water. I take 10 gulps, which is the equivalent of a little bottle, one of those dollar bottles, 12 ounces. We're in Chinatown, y'all. No longer my favorite Chinatown. My favorite Chinatown is now where I live in Brooklyn. And I'll be in Brooklyn for the next 3 months, 4 months. But, I've got my eye on a place in Queens. So it's possible we'll be in Queens if everything works out. Nomad life, man, it's like that. It's funny stuff. And I don't suffer in any way because of me not conforming to someone's norm. By me saying, listen, man, I've owned the business, I've paid a lot of taxes, spent a lot of money, I've paid rent in places, and I've learned that these are all just businesses. I'm paying down on someone's dream. You're renting a place, and then I don't accept anything like free, we don't have any of that, like, the stuff that they give you for free or put you on like lists and things like that. We're not there. We're still, want to raise our kids and homeschool our kids, and we want to, have our children live in different environments. The reason why I say Queens is because Queens is this part of Queens that I'm talking about we might move to is just all Asian. It's like we're like smack in the Asian part of this Queens area. And now my son will be hanging out with all these Asian kids. So I had my kids for the last 3 years rotating back between the suburbs and all the white kids in the suburbs and all the black kids from the projects in Red Hook, Brooklyn. So they were doing the duality, being able to, mingle with all groups, so to speak. And that's one of the things that drew us to Red Hook, was that Red Hook had such a segregated population where the blacks hung out with the blacks and the whites all hung out with the whites. So all the bars are just all white in Red Hook. I mean, there's a lot of spots in New York that are like that. You can go ahead, mommy. You can go. Go. There you go. Cheers. You can, like they have these weird nights. It's like they're covered in theme nights where, you go to the black party, it's gonna be like, a white and purple night or all white affair. These people have themes that you never even heard of. And here's an example. They have bring your cello, bring your string instrument, bring your drum, bring your, it's like, it's not about what I'm wearing in my outfit. It's about how many places in the world did I go to be inspired to then bring you this little way of I'm talking right now in as like club room poetic type of style, and how we will connect 1, 2, 3, 4, it's a mile, and we will, so it's all that kind of shit, and they have so much tribalism, the whites in Red Hook. The tribalism is absolutely amazing to see. I have no issue with it. I cannot conform to tribalism, but I wish I could. I wish I could join a group and feel comfortable and feel like I am with my people. No, these whites in Red Hook, I'm telling you, they just built some prefabricated homes that they just damn near drove in, lined it up. They built it in 20 days. This thing was, then they just let the wood just get all like, rotten looking from not treating it and putting it outside, and then they just lined up wood next to it, like, along it. Whatever the case is, they won 2.5 million, and it's because of the tribalism that they have in Red Hook. Red Hook is the place that so many people go to that were looking to gentrify. This part of the where you can see the Statue of Liberty right there at the pier. In Staten Island, in Jersey City, it's this little nook. I call it the concrete oasis, where they actually built a beach. You can actually swim. It's a little beach, only 50 feet wide, and 5, 10, maybe 100 feet wide, and you can, people skinny dip in there, and it's no police. I'm talking about no exaggeration, no police. We're talking about the police only go to the one store where they get the free coffee, and they sit around and they talk, and you would get no exaggeration, you would get nothing less than 50 per day, every day, going into the store. So that's the police action you get. They're not running around giving tickets. They're not policing in any kind of way. They're just, their presence is known because they go to get the free coffee, and maybe they'll drive all the way down the proverbial main street to the end and go all the way back once a day. Before I got there, it was once a day. Now it's maybe 4 times a day. But they're not getting out of their car. They're just going to get the coffee, and they're not policing. It's beautiful. It's like America. Red Hook is America. It's a great place for tribalism. And if you're white, because you're gonna find your kind there. Doesn't want everyone to know that they're doing, because they want to still take public transportation, and they want to buy Subarus. They're not gonna buy the Audi. No. But in their summer homes, they got in the garage, they have the whatever it is your mind could think of, that car that year, they have that. And it's an asset. And they might only have one of those or two of those, but they do have an uncle that has 240 of them. Okay? And they want to wear the same type of sneakers, and they're not vegans though. These are not vegan people that, man, and unfortunately they're kind of unattractive too. These are like a huge group of unattractive people that found their niche. And when I came there, I kind of threw that off a little bit, and they hated me for it. And in return, I have 7 complaints and 3 lawsuits coming out of this thing because they just couldn't do it. They just couldn't see the black man just make a buck. No, they couldn't do it. It just was too much. And like, it was crazy because half of the community rallied for us and even talked to law enforcement that they love us, they want us there. The woman who we were parked in front of, she said, "This is my house. I want them to park in front of my house. I love to see them every day. I owned them." This was the homeowner. And they were like, "Yeah, we still getting a lot of complaints." And it was crazy how they had driven, in order to get to me, they have to drive by 3 to 4 dispensaries just to get to me. And it was real interesting how the Arabs all over this city, and nobody's really messing with them like that. But the black man, they want you to take your ass to the hood. And it's crazy because it's so cliche, right? 3 spots opened up in Red Hook. I was the first. Then some Puerto Rican guy got 2 vans, and he opened up in front of the grocery store on the right across the street from the projects. And now he's out there with the music playing. He's out there about a year. And then one night, he gets shot. And the way they pushed the narrative was that, you know, the dispensaries are going to bring drama and because they're not licensed and it's a gray market. Look what happened. And it was like kind of like crazy how it happened only like 4 blocks away, but that was like an eternity. Where we were, it was the gentrifying side. And I say that respectfully. You know, you got $1 million apartment with 15-foot 21-foot ceilings, man. Good for you. And you're from where? Where you from? France? Oh, wow. Great to meet you. And we have a real conversation. Yo, those are the best people. Those are the people that were like rooting for us. It was the other gentrifiers that were from native to this country for the last 200 years, but you know, deep rooted in, not Italians. Italians didn't have a problem with us. It was the white business owners, the very Scottish business owners, they hated us. They felt that this oasis has been destroyed by what I was doing. I was bringing their idea of where things should be. I was destroying their peace. And do I get that? Yes, I do get that. Can I see their point of view? Yes, I can see their point of view. I was approached by a woman in Red Hook that's a business owner and a homeowner, and she told me that she wants me out of her neighborhood. And I was like, well, what makes this your neighborhood? How long have you been here? And she was just like, I don't remember the rest, but I was just like, lady, what's up? What I know you were like a customer. Now you're upset with us? Yeah, but you just shouldn't be here. You should just be moving around. You shouldn't. I'm like, lady, it takes a long time to establish yourself. You know that. You're a business owner. She was like, yeah, but you're down the block from me. Oh no, this is when we were across the street from her. We were in I mean, it was just absurd. It's a two-way street. I'm across the street. Now you're mad at me. Not in front of your house. The homeowner loves us. She thinks we're cool. It was just so sad, man, how there's that small group that's there to bring you down, so to speak. And they're just not going to stop their reign of terror. They're not going to stop their reign of terror. Now I'm forced to make this turn, but it's 5:36, and for me to go straight would not be a good plan. Grizzly Hendrix was good. Or is that Glizzy? Are you eating a Glizzy in your picture? That's funny. Glizzy Hendrix, that's hilarious. Yeah, everything is like at a standstill at this time. Trying to move around, it can be frustrating. I think I'll have some more water. Whew. Appreciated for tuning into this live stream, riding, driving, talking, showing you my city, the city that I love, but I soon think I will be loving another city. I think I have what it takes to love somewhere else. Those sirens ringing on the side of the police cars that says city courts. All right, come on. Like, why are you riding with your sirens blaring and you're like court officers? Please stop. Someone spit at a judge. Someone threw a shoe at the district attorney. So yeah, hightailing your way back over there. And if anyone thinks they hear the sounds of a lighter and the effects that that sound would make on something that could be inhaled, I am here to tell you that that's not real. That's an app that I have hooked up, and every so often it just makes that sound. Come on. You thought that was really me all this time? No. Oh yeah. They honking. All these people. That lady told me to go over. She kept shooting me up. So I came up. Up. My phone's getting too hot. 83 degrees in this window over here. No. I gotta do something else. Alright, y'all. This is enough. Big Elvis the Chef Rosenberg. Forget about it. Come on. I'm here with you. You're here with me. I love you. You love me. Got my Prince shirt on. Hey, donate. Value for value. Come on.